Make sure to stick around till the end. I've got some essential vocabulary and phrases along with the story. Now, let's dive into the story. Maya had always been the type of person who second-guessed everything. Whether it was a decision at work or a personal goal, she often found herself hesitating. Her friends were confident and seemed to know exactly what they wanted, but Maya always felt like she was falling behind. One evening, after a long day at her office job, Maya sat by the window, watching the rain fall. The sound was calming, but her mind was racing. She couldn't shake the feeling that she wasn't living up to her potential. Maya. Why can't I be more like them? Why do I always feel so unsure of myself? Her thoughts weighed her down, but deep inside, she knew that change was possible if only she could find the courage to take the first step. A few days later, Maya was walking home from work when she noticed an art gallery she had never visited before. Feeling curious, she decided to step inside. The gallery was small but filled with beautiful paintings, each telling its own story. As Maya wandered through the room, a woman approached her. She had a warm smile and introduced herself as Sophie, the artist behind the exhibition. Sophie. What do you think of the paintings? Maya, they're incredible. The colors, the emotions, you must have a lot of confidence to create something so personal. Sophie laughs. Confidence didn't come easily, believe me. I doubted myself for years before I dared to share my work, but once I stopped being afraid of failure, things started to change. Maya was surprised. Here was someone who seemed so sure of herself, yet she had once struggled with the same feelings of doubt. Maya. I feel like I'm always holding myself back. How did you get past that fear? Sophie. It's not about waiting for the fear to go away. It's about taking action in spite of it. Every time I felt scared, I reminded myself that nothing worth having comes easy. Inspired by her conversation with Sophie, Maya decided it was time to stop holding herself back. She thought about something she had always wanted to do, start her own blog. Writing was a passion of hers, but she had never shared her work with anyone. The next weekend, Maya sat down at her computer. She hesitated, her fingers hovering over the keyboard. The old fears crept in. What if no one reads it? What if people think it's terrible? But then she remembered Sophie's words. It's not about waiting for the fear to go away. Maya took a deep breath and began typing. Once she started, the words flowed more easily than she expected. By the end of the day, she had written her first blog post and shared it online. Over the next few weeks, Maya's blog began to gain attention. It wasn't an overnight success, but she received positive feedback from readers who connected with her stories. Slowly, Maya's confidence grew. She realized that the fear of failure wasn't nearly as scary as she had imagined. Months passed, and Maya's blog continued to grow. She experienced ups and downs. Some posts were well received, while others didn't get much attention. There were moments when she felt discouraged, but she remembered something Sophie had said. Nothing worth having comes easy. Maya kept writing, not for the attention, but because she enjoyed it. She found that the more she wrote, the more confident she became. And slowly but surely, her audience grew. One day, Maya received an email from a publishing company interested in turning her blog into a book. It was an opportunity she had never imagined possible. Maya couldn't believe it. Her hard work was paying off. As she sat down to sign the publishing contract, Maya thought back to all the times she had doubted herself. If she had let her fears win, she never would have made it this far.
Vocabulary and phrases. Hover. To remain in one place in the air or over something. Her hand hovered over the keyboard, unsure where to start, crept in. When a feeling or thought begins to appear gradually, doubts crept in as she prepared for the exam. Wander. To move around without a fixed direction. She wandered through the park, enjoying the scenery. Weighed down. To feel burdened or overwhelmed by something. She was weighed down by her worries about the future. Paying off. When effort or hard work leads to success or a reward, all those hours of studying are finally paying off with good grades. Living up to one's potential. To fully use one's abilities and talents. He felt like he wasn't living up to his potential in his career.